So it's all in the cannabis family. In the cannabis family, you have your marijuana plant and you have your hemp plant. CBD comes from your hemp plant. So it's basically the health without the high.
The Southside show took a trip down to Fairburn, Georgia, to the Your CBD Store Fairburn to learn a little bit more about CBD. And we're in the Your CBD store in the city of Fairburn with our owner, Miss Loretta Revere Perry.
Hello, how are you all?
Thank you so much, Loretta, for letting us into your store. CBD has such a stigma wrapped around it, and we're hoping that we can learn a little bit more about CBD and how it's beneficial to us. So why don't you walk us through your store, tell us a little bit about CBD, and show us a few of your products.
Okay. Well, if you don't mind, let me start you off at this chart here. This chart is what we call our endocannabinoid system. It's comprised of your CB1 and CB2 receptors. CB1 is primarily found in your brain and central nervous system. CB2 mostly in your peripheral organs, and then cells associated with your immune system. So I like to give people an analogy of kind of how that works. So just say if you had a headache and my back was hurting and we both decided to take Tylenol. Same medication, different situation. So if we're both taking some type of inflammation fighter, so to speak, it's going to find the receptor to help you, and it's going to find the receptor to help me. CBD does the exact same things as medication, but on a more natural level.
Wow, okay. So you're saying that we can find pain relievers that are natural?
That are natural.
In CBD?
CBD is
in cannabis?
In cannabis.
Awesome.
So here's where I like to help people get the difference with the distinction between marijuana and CBD. So it's all in the cannabis family. In the cannabis family, you have your marijuana plant and you have your hemp plant. CBD comes from your hemp plant. So it's basically the health without the high.
The health without the high, you guys. Sounds good to me.
Now, here's a caveat with that. Now we have Delta 8, which is going to be very, very close equivalent to the marijuana plant, but it's extracted from the hemp plant. So which makes it legal. So that's why you'll hear so many people talking about Delta 8, because it helps so much. So it does give you like a little body high, but not the head high.
So that's a good thing, a good way to think about it.
Yeah.
Having a body high and not a head high. Because who wants a head high?
Somebody. Yeah.
We got to be able to focus, you guys. We got to be able to focus. So it turns out that CBD can not only make you feel better, but also make you look better with beauty products and weight loss products.
Okay. So and then next we have our pet line.
Wait a minute. You were telling me that pets can also have CBD?
Yes. Just think about it. They actually have the same system that we have. They get anxiety, they get arthritis, they get cancer just like we do.
That makes sense. So you can pretty much put CBD in anything.
Pretty much.
Pet food, diet pills, bath bombs.
Yes. Now, this is actually that Delta 8 line that I was referring to. This is actually the most popular because, like I said earlier, this is like we're talking the extreme situations. So these are my pre-rolls. You got the option of gummies. All of these cartridges here are my vape cartridges. So you have the options of sativa, hybrid, and indica.
Okay, now hold on. We are talking about CBD, and although I understand some of the marijuana world, I do know that I hear indica and sativa in the marijuana world. So that exists in the CBD world
too?
Sure
does. It's all in that same cannabis family.
Okay.
All in that same cannabis.
Still getting a body high, not a head high.
Not a head high.
Okay.
Yeah. But so it's so healing.
Wow.
Health without the high. Wow. But you have your gummies, you have your vape cartridges. These are actual sprays that go under your tongue, so water-soluble sprays. Then there's a tincture that goes under your tongue as well.
There are so many ways one can consume CBD, including sublingually or being added to your favorite beverage. to bring attention to the fact that these tinctures are organic for all of my natural tree huggers that are interested in CBD, but you still want something organic, they got it.
Yes. Yes. And you know what? But that's what we're about, just the natural products. Natural, organic. You know what? We are, and we say it jokingly, but we are the only one so far that's on the government list. So the FDA approved, USDA.
You heard it here first on the Southside Show.
CBD has so many benefits, from health benefits to beauty benefits, even for our furry little pets. So the stigma against cannabis isn't all that bad.
Okay, so Loretta, again, thank you for welcoming the Southside Show into Your CBD Store Fairburn. Again, we're on the south side of town, Fairburn, Georgia. And honestly, I am just amazed at everything that I see. This is a beautiful store. You have so many products, and I just feel so informed about what we walked through. But tell us, what made you choose Fairburn to actually open your business?
You know what? We actually saw a lot of CBD stores in different areas. We did not see one on the south side. I think we saw one maybe Peachtree City. And we saw one maybe Fayetteville. But when we actually started the business, they told us that our demographic was a totally different demographic.
Wow.
So I'm like, there's no way you're not going to convince me that we don't like CBD,
Right.
that we don't know the benefits of CBD.
Right.
So we wanted to open on the south side to give those opportunities other than medications to us.
Wow.
So that's why.
That's awesome, and
Yeah.
it makes sense. And honestly, I mean, for me, again, I don't live on the south side, but I work on the south side. I frequent the south side, and to be honest, when I'm on the north side of town versus when I come to the south side of town, I just see that there are things that we don't have down here. And CBD stores, that was one of them until I met you. And again, I'm happy that you opened the store because, to your point, to be able to offer something to the people in this community
Right.
that's healthy and that's an alternative to traditional medicines, I think is incredible. And again, I learned so much from you about CBD because all I knew was the stigma behind cannabis.
Yeah.
And I knew it wasn't legal and it wasn't necessarily a good thing, but to have learned truly the benefits of CBD, honestly, I'm a believer of it now.
Mm-hmm.
So thank you so much. And so was it just really wanting to offer something to the community that was healthy? Is that the reason why you wanted to go into the CBD business?
Well, the Farm Bill was signed in December 2018. We were trying to figure out how can we get involved. We looked at growing aspect, but the growing aspect, you have to find like a third party, so to speak. So, because I wouldn't be able to grow and just sell to an individual, like a processing plant.
Right.
So there was a lot more homework into it. And then plus the land that I have is not just in my name. So that's a totally different.
Of course.
Okay.
Of course.
So I would have to go through a lot of other channels and get a lot of other people to approve that as well. So I was like, you know what? My husband one day, he went working out and he saw a Your CBD Store brand in Fayetteville. So he went and talked to the owner, and the owner invited us to a convention, their annual convention in Florida. And I went, and there was only a few of us there. So I was like, you know what, this is going to be great. I knew it would be lucrative financially, but that wasn't even the goal.
Right.
Just to be able to offer something, like I said earlier, other than medication, something natural.
Wow.
And so that people won't be afraid to be addicted to opioids and then even to teach more about cannabis. So that people won't have that stigmatism as far as, I'm gonna get high. No, there's so much more to it.
Right.
We actually opened March of 2020, which is when the city shut down for COVID.
Wow, so you guys opened in the middle of a pandemic?
In the middle, actually at the smack
very
dab
onset of
beginning,
it, that's right,
yeah,
that's
of the
right.
pandemic.
Wow.
So, but I wanted to even hold classes to just teach people. So I haven't had that opportunity yet because it's pretty much still been the
Right.
pandemic, you
Right.
know.
Are we ever going to get out of it?
Are we ever gonna get?
Right.
It's like, is there going to be another strain?
Right.
So hopefully not. Hopefully it'll get under control. But in the meantime, at least we have different alternatives to help with the anxieties, the Crohn's, fibromyalgia, any form of inflammation in your system. So if there's a medication for it, I'm almost positive CBD can help you.
You guys heard it. If there's an issue that involves inflammation, you might want to come down to Fairburn and check out Your CBD Fairburn store, because they have everything.
Yes.
Even for our furry friends, they have something for it. So again, thank you so much for just taking time, letting us in your store, sharing with us, again, educating us on CBD, and just walking us through the amazing products that you have. I'm happy to hear that you wanted to bring something beneficial to the Southside.
Definitely.
And we're so glad that you're here.
Thank you so much. And I thank you for inviting me for just to have this opportunity to share, since I haven't been able to hold classes yet. So thank you. I look forward to meeting everyone. You can call and ask questions. You can come down and ask us any questions that you have. This is family owned, so it's me, my husband, and my son. We welcome any and everyone. There is no discrimination at all. Our goal is to help.
Awesome. All right, and as we always like to say on the Southside Show, don't sleep on the Southside.